Oh, hello everybody. Sorry, we were really delayed on that chat. I saw stuff on the table and I was like, oh, what is it?
Yeah, little phone got me that for my birthday, but I want to play. I want to do it.
Oh, is that the homicidal murder thingy?
Yeah, it's like a mystery thing.
Oh, she got you a different okay. She didn't get you the hunter killer thing.
Yeah, well, it's like that. Like it says cryptic killers on it.
Yeah, but it's like the Five Below version.
So yeah, probably.
Hunter killer is like $50 a month.
Yeah, it's not that. It's not that. That would be sick. But you and me got to do this one. That's what when I first got it, I'm like, I got to do it with Mindy.
So excuse my hair. It's just doing its own thing today. And excuse the fact that actually it is going to bug me. Excuse the fact that we do not have TikTok going. I'm sorry for everybody.
Join us on the tube.
I mean,
get the tube numbers up.
Join us on here. I mean, I know y'all like to see what we're doing on TikTok, but like Daniel said, you guys really should be watching it on here at this point. But I mean, honestly, I'm not feeling too well. He's sore.
Yeah.
So we just, I looked at my makeup and I said, no. And I'm not going online without makeup now because we're represented now, Daniel. We're represented by Lemon.
Hell yeah. Technically, we're still online, but yeah, I see what you're saying. But because we're on YouTube forever, we're going to live online forever. We're still on the internet. But,
I know, my face is still gracing your presence.
And you look great, Mindy. Come on. But it's technically a special almost Halloween episode. I know we're going to do the big poll next week for Halloween. But
you guys are lucky I love you.
Yes.
Because you guys sent in so many answers at the last second that now I'm adding more to like the already 500.
Fucking pisses me. It blows my shit off at fucking work, dude, because I'm logged into your shit to see the analytics and stuff, of course, so we can stay tuned in. And fucking, I just buzzing, and I just see, oh, you got a new message on TikTok. It's like, son of a bitch, but I'm glad you're fucking killing that in the poll. But so we're gonna do that next week. We've been building up to that. Minnie's been doing it for like months now. So,
I've been trying to do it since July, but no one really cooperated till about a month ago.
Yeah, so this is gonna be a fun, real special Halloween episode. This is a little prelude to that, and that's why we're having fun, not really doing a movie review. We're spinning the wheel tonight. We're doing basically we were gonna do like a horror movie creature battle thing, but instead we're gonna do horror movies themselves.
Because I reminded Daniel, I don't watch creature features.
Yeah, well, and also like villains, like putting Michael Myers and Freddy. But I feel like other places have probably done that, and I'm sure they've put movies against each other too. But I feel like this is a little more fun because we like to critique movies, and we really love movies.
And also, this list is completely randomized.
Yeah,
too. I want to put this in here, so like
we added a couple things.
Looked over it for a couple of seconds and added a couple of movies, but honestly, we didn't edit the list that much.
Yeah, but it didn't have Friday and fucking Nightmare, so it's like.
Or Candyman, or Final Destination.
So a couple things had to be added. But besides that, I think it's a great list. I think we got a good wheel we're about to show the audience, which is going to be very fun. I'm getting that up here right now. We're going to spin the wheel.
Hold on, guys.
Baby. Here we go.
Can they see us?
They can see us.
Okay.
I've done it before with people, so
okay.
I know that it works.
Okay.
But not horror movies, obviously. The horror movie wheel. We have a lot of. I see Trip to Busan. I see some really good shit on here.
Train to Busan.
Yeah,
I didn't even watch that movie, and I'm freaking.
First of all, that's a big sin because that's one of the greatest zombie movies of all time.
I've heard that it's a really good movie, but I've also saw way too many scenes of that little girl crying.
Yeah, that poor girl. It's such a tragic story.
I do not want to cry. I hate crying. That's actually why I love horror movies. We all know this. So a horror movie that makes me cry, I normally tend to stay away from.
When the dad got her a Wii for her birthday and she already had a Wii and she's just sitting there looking all defeated because her dad didn't know her. And he's like sitting there like... And it's like, this shit sucks.
Go to Busan.
Like, that's the shit that makes me sad as fuck.
All she wanted to do was go to Busan with him. And then as soon as she freaking did, a zombie outbreak.
Yeah. So I know it's probably a little hard for the audience to see the wheel. They will see the name when it pops up, and then it should disappear from the wheel.
Okay.
we're putting movies against each other if we haven't really said what we're doing. This is our horror movie battle. We have a bunch of horror movies on this list. We have them going against each other. And we're going to pick two, and then we're basically me and Mindy are going to debate which one we think is better, and we'll reward. We might do like a tournament type deal at the end, but right now we're going to do 5 or 6 rounds and just have fun.
Okay.
So here we go. Let's start with the first movie. We're spinning the wheel.
We're all going to have fun.
This is fun. All right. What do we got first?
What do we got?
Dr. Sleep.
Oh, this is a good one. And Sharon actually had me watch this one with her. Yeah, this is a good one.
This is a Sharon favorite, and I do like this movie.
This is the 2019 follow-up to The Shining.
Ewan McGregor is one of the best actors of the modern generation, and he fucking can't. I saw him at this, and then he played Black Mask in the Harley Quinn movie, and I was like, this guy is a fucking legend.
Yeah, he did a really, really good job. But they did a really good job with this movie as a whole, because Dr. Sleep is very hard anyway to picture, even as a story, because Danny Torrance, you don't think would ever go back to the Overlook Hotel. Why would he? So it's a weird, complicated story.
100%.
But that chick is freaking nuts.
And by the way, for this is a formidable opponent. If we get fucking, I'm trying to think of a shitty one. If we get that fucking, like Piranha 3D or something, like, I don't think it has a shot against Dr. Sleep.
Nah.
Even though I do like that movie. I don't know why I'm shitting on that. But,
you put it on here, so you're...
No, that was already on the list.
Oh.
That was already on the list.
Oh.
But let's spin the wheel. Let's see who Dr. Sleep is fighting tonight. Drum roll.
I didn't drum.
I think I did. Midsummer.
Not a fan of this movie.
This is two Sharon favorites going
head to head. I don't like this movie at all. Trigger warning.
Yeah.
There's a lot of suicide in this movie. That's all I'm going to say. And that's why I don't like it. Some people really, they like that kind of thing. The cult shit really gets to them. Ari Aster is a very, very, very good horror director. He's a very good writer, but he's also very good at scaring the shit out of you. So Midsommar is just something I've never screwed with. I mean, Hereditary, I've screwed with that. Of course I've screwed with that. Everyone has. But I mean, Midsommar is a acquired taste, honestly. It's different. What do you think? You've seen both of these movies.
I'm higher on it than you. I think it's a great psychological horror flick. I think Florence Pugh is like one of the best female actresses of our generation, and I think she kind of kills it in that role. And you got like other like just great actors even in the background, like that. The guy who he's in Marvel now, but I
do like that her boyfriend dies at the end.
It's just, I think it's a well put together movie. I'm not as high as Sharon is on it, but I'm not as low as you are on it. To me, that's like an 8.1 movie.
I wouldn't even watch it.
I know. Compared to Dr. Sleep, it's a hard one.
I think Dr. Sleep wins, but...
All right, so here's what we're going to do. If we have a tie and you and me disagree, we'll put the tie up on TikTok and let the people vote.
Okay. All right, so they get a vote between Dr. Sleep and... Midsommar. Okay.
And when you're promoting it, you can't be like Midsommar.
I know.
That fucking bullshit. But because Dr. Sleep is a really great movie.
They're both equally good movies, but they're both in different realms. Because you have an action thriller suspense horror movie going up against something that is very cult classic Wicker Man, that kind
it feels
of thing.
It's way more horror than Dr. Sleep. That's one of the reasons it's way closer to horror. Dr. Sleep's a great movie.
That's what I said, but it's more of a thriller.
Yeah, and I would say Midsommar's thrillerish too, but it's got way more horror elements than Dr. Sleep has.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go. Midsommar.
Yeah.
And you're going Dr. Sleep?
Nah, I'm gonna have to go back to Midsommar.
She said we got you.
No, like I told Kevin yesterday. I told him this yesterday when he was asking me about what we were doing. I said you have to have at least 2 or 3 people get murdered in your horror film. Otherwise, are you really a horror film?
Exactly. People gotta die.
I mean, you can be a bunch of other different genres. That's fine.
They've tried to do it. It has been, and nowadays with the trend of keeping so many, you're not gonna get me on my fucking
Scream 6!
You're not gonna get me on my pedestal again.
We hate that movie so
But,
much.
And it's just happening more and more every day. And it's just fucking every new horror movie, like 5 people have to survive. It's like final girl, 1 final girl, maybe a friend, but no.
I was okay with bodies with the 2 chicks surviving. That was cool. That was fine.
That was awesome, dude. Scream 1, Sydney, Randy, fucking Dewey, and Gail.
And Gail.
You got the 4.
Because and her dad.
Yeah, but
then her dad didn't show up until the 3rd one.
He wasn't
and then
a
he
real
didn't show up again.
Yeah, he wasn't a real character. I mean, he was in the movie, you know what I mean? As far as like...
He was a main suspect, but no, he wasn't a real character in the movie.
He's in the movie for like fucking 3 combined minutes.
They kidnapped him.
Yeah, I know. He comes out in the duct tape and you see him like talk to Sydney before Billy goes in and tries to fuck her. Those are the 2 scenes. But that's a combined 3 minutes of screen time. But yeah, 4 people, okay.
Which was still more than Chris Jericho got in Terrifier 3.
That's true.
Star my ass, Jericho.
I'm going to add Hellfest too.
Star my ass.
All right. This isn't like the other wheel and removes the name, so if we get these 2 again, we'll just spin again.
Okay.
Which that bothers me, but it's okay.
Okay, I'll spin the wheel for you.
So Midsummer moves on in the fucking horror bracket.
Yep.
It's an elite movie.
Should we be writing this down?
Yeah, we'll remember it.
Okay. We won't.
No, we won't. I can get a Microsoft Word document going. The Lighthouse.
Oh, this is a good movie.
Robert Pattinson.
This is a good movie.
Yeah.
Robert Pattinson is actually really good in this movie.
Him and William Dafoe fucking killed this. Like it's a movie kind of based on those 2 performances.
And this is definitely an art piece.
It's an
art piece that I like.
Yes.
And that's very difficult for somebody like me. I don't really like artsy fartsy hipster pieces, which is why I call them artsy fartsy. So, I mean, but both of them did a good job. I would have never thought to pair up Willem Dafoe with Robert Pattinson. That was interesting choice.
All right.
Don't know if I would have ever made that call.
This is exactly what his career, because that dude, I don't know how you go from Edward to Batman. I really don't. But this is kind of part of that transition, and that's when
sucked at Batman.
I disagree. I think he's got a lot of potential.
My God, he did one stunt, Daniel. One stunt throughout the entire movie himself. And you know what that stunt was? The stunt where he fell and ate ass.
I fucking love that scene, though. I love that there's a Batman movie where Batman just eats shit and fucking looks like an absolute fucking idiot and walks away like a pussy. It's the craziest and I was sitting there in the theaters next to you like, what the fuck just happened?
And you can love the fact that that really did happen to that man.
Yeah. Which I get a young Bruce Wayne, but that's a different time. Let's stay on track here.
Poor Pattinson. I really hope he doesn't watch this.
Great performance from him, though, and this is what kind of made you. He's a serious actor. He's not a sparkling bitch. This is a real guy.
I mean, I always thought he was a serious actor, other than sparkly bitch, because I saw the movie Remember Me. You didn't see that? That's when you went and saw a different movie with Mom?
Yeah, I saw it at a later date, and it's an all right performance, but he's still a fucking teen heartthrob. Like, and no, I'm dead. I'm really dead. Like, fuck you. The Lighthouse is like, all right, this guy's fucking for real. He's rotten to death with William Dafoe. If you can look ugly next to William Dafoe, you're doing something good, because that's one of the worst faces in Hollywood. I love him to death. He's one of my favorite actors. But as far as a mug, and this is coming from another ugly as fuck man, the guy he's no Brad Pitt. All right.
We need him in the Gary Buseys of the world to keep us humble.
Yes.
Okay.
Butter sausage. All right, we're spinning the wheel. Who's going against the Lighthouse?
Man.
Who do we got here?
What do we got?
Oh my God. Goodbye, Pattinson. We'll see you around, buddy.
Yeah, goodbye. Goodbye.
It's a great movie.
Have a great day.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have Scream.
And this is the first one.
It is the first one. Yeah, you don't beat Scream. It's just a
If
legendary.
you were Scream 3, then I would say it had a chance to survive.
Oh, the fucking 90% of
or
these can
Scream
beat Scream
6.
3.
But
Yeah. Scream 3 can fucking lose to fucking super bad.
Star Wars.
It's not even a horror movie. Yes. We both said great movies too. That's funny. But Scream is just, it's an all-time. We've talked it. We're the StabCast, you know.
Yeah, there's a reason we picked that name. I mean, I even have a Ghostface hoodie right now sitting here. So
we love this. Is like kind of our passion for horror, and what I don't know what started it for you.
I remember what started it for me. I was hell-bent on the fact, I was about 10 years old, and I was hell-bent on the fact that at one point they were going to remake Scream, and they were going to need another Sydney.
Yeah.
So when we moved away from our dad and whatnot and got our own rooms and we're kind of like in charge of ourselves and whatnot because Mom was working and shit, I was literally in my bedroom like studying the screenplay. There was actually a couple times where Daniel actually thought the movie was on and came into my room. And it's like, no, it's not on. Get out of here. I don't even have a TV in here, you dimwit.
Yeah.
But he really thought that it was because he heard people talking. But I would literally sit there in the mirror and talk to myself because I really thought I was going to be Sidney Prescott. I mean, it's really stupid now saying it, but that's how much love I had for you, Nev Campbell. At 10 years old, I loved you so much that I did so much research on a film that you've been doing now for about 30 years. And I'm so sorry. That wasn't my intention for you.
Well, that you're a fangirl. You're a dedicated fan, and you've always been a Scream fan, and you always got to see the new one in theaters. You've always been, I mean, that's what a fan should be. You put your money to them. You know, Yeah,
but they can't normally rattle off every freaking line, Daniel.
I know, but you
even get mad at me and tell me, you need to stop.
But you gave him the DVD sales. You fucking you gave him how many streams rewatching it? You know.
Oh my god, I've watched the movie so many times. I'm so just
I know. There's something, and by this point, I can fucking say most of the lines in the movie, which is sad. And it's crazy that my favorite character is the killer, but because Stu Macher's and I love that everybody loves Stu now because I feel vindicated because that wasn't always that way, and he had like a resurgence in the last 10 years, but. Yeah, Scream beats the shit out of The Lighthouse. I love The Lighthouse. It's a great movie. It's a tremendous movie.
But it's no slasher film.
It's no Scream. Like the slasher film.
Yeah.
Scream gets the W, and that's the next one to move on. I have this all written down now.
Okay.
We're spinning the wheel.
Spin it.
Let's see who we got. Nightmare on Elm Street Dream Warriors.
This is a good one.
We're getting some fucking bangers, man.
This is Nancy's return to the screen.
She's a big deal in this one.
Because this is her return, basically. This was her return to farce, basically. I mean, and she's the only one that she got away from Freddy. Like, he even says that when he sees her. Like, oh God, the one that got away. And that's why he was so determined to kill her by the end of the movie. Because she really was his one that got away. So, I mean, I feel really bad because, I mean, it does make me cry. Nancy's death is very sad.
Yeah.
Patricia Arquette is very sad, holding her and being like, I'm going to create you and build you in a wonderful dream. It's like, oh, you little shit. Now you got me crying. Now I'm pissed at you.
It kind of makes the movie, though. And I get it, and that's the only outrage of this movie. It's like, you fucking kill Nancy. But it does kind of make it that much more of an event and a must-watch.
I mean, and did he really kill Nancy? He tricked her. Really, honestly, is more so what he did. He had to.
But she was dead.
Himself as her dad.
But she died at his hands.
True. All right, whatever.
He killed Nancy. All right, we're spinning the wheel. Let's see who's going against the Dream Boy.
Oh my god, it better be good. We have
Green Room?
Green Room. This one is weird. Daniel's looking at me like, what the hell?
I don't fucking know this movie. So you gotta...
This is actually in, I believe England's in this. I believe he's in this. I'm not too sure.
Robert Englund.
I gotta look it up now. But the Green Room is kind of like Creep and Hostel.
Oh, so
and Saw.
It's torture porn?
Kind of, but found footage.
Oh shit. Okay.
So it's weird. Like this one in VHS, that whole group or whatever, they're all really weird movies. Okay, 2015. Is it England? Punk rock band becomes trapped in a secluded venue after finding a scene of violence. For what they saw, the band themselves become targets of violence from a gang of white power skinheads who want to eliminate all evidence of the crime. Oh, Patrick Stewart. That's who was in it. I knew someone really famous that I liked was in it.
Someone old and wise.
But I wasn't too sure who it was. But yeah, it's him. And yes, he's the killer, of course.
And no, it's not Beating Dream Warriors. Is it a good movie?
It is. It's a decent movie. It's on Tubi. It's decent.
It's on Tubi. Check it out.
I'd give it a watch. I'd check it out. I mean, it's a little too torture porny for my taste. But, I mean, we all know that I don't do torture porn. Which is why I've never watched the entire Saw series, and I never will.
Someone's a great movie. Though.
I will always stand by Saw 1.
That's a good
okay.
movie.
I will even stand by Saw 2.
They start to
Saw
lose me
3,
too.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
They had those pig guts come in. He's like, hey, I'm gone. I'm like in my mom's room, and I was like, yo, Billy, you gotta go out there. And my best friend Billy's looking at me like, what?
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm tapping out, man. You gotta go out. You gotta go out there. And he's like, it's not even that scary. I'm like, yeah, I know, I'm gonna puke.
Yeah.
Like you got to get out there with them. And mom's like, one of you's got to get out there. He can't watch it himself. He's 7.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, you go. No, you go. Neither one of us wanted to go. But it's a very gross movie. Saw 3 is when the series got very gross. I do like Jigsaw, though. The prequel from 2010.
Yeah.
That wasn't too bad.
I didn't mind Spiral with Chris Rock.
I hated that movie. I mean, I got through like 3 traps.
Yeah.
But then, once somebody woke up in the bathtub full of water, hooked up to a bunch of electrical devices, I was like, I'm out.
She's done.
And I was just complaining too. I was just complaining and being like, there's not many torture scenes in this. I'm like, how can they even be considered a Saw movie? And then like 2 seconds later, I'm done. Kevin's like, what? And I was like, yeah, I talk shit.
Yeah. That's hilarious. Green Room, I can't wait to watch it. I'm going to check it out, but Nightmare gets it.
Yeah.
And so far, we have an Elite 3 moving on with Midsummer, Scream, and Dream Warriors.
Yes.
I know you don't love Midsummer, but to me, those are 3 great
I'll accept it. I'll accept it.
She'll accept it. All right.
Like I said, Ari Aster, he's a sick piece of shit. He's a genius, but he's a sick piece of shit.
What do you think we'll land on next?
I'm thinking about the career that I'm ruining. I hope not Aliens, because I know fuck all about that movie.
All right.
Or Alien.
So that's what you don't want. What do you think's going to get hit, though? Do you think Alien? I'm going to go Friday.
Because you love Friday.
Yeah, I do love Friday.
You're like a fangirl.
Hey. The Lodge. We haven't seen it. Fuck
I don't think we've ever watched that.
We're spinning the wheel. Fuck The Lodge.
I think it's like Hush plus like your next thing. I'm not sure.
The Others.
Oh my God. Your mother made me watch this so many times because our mom, she went through a period because we grew up in a small town in small New York, like no, it's not small, but it's
a little
small
farm town.
It's
Yeah.
a little farm town. It's very small. You drive in, you drive out. But the one thing that we always had was video stores.
Mm-hmm.
We had 2 of them.
Yeah.
We had Sunsplash Video that was right on the outskirts of town, and then we had Niagara Video, which was deeper into town.
On Main Street, yeah.
And Daniel and I would go to Niagara Video. My mom would go to Sunsplash all the time. And my mom, God bless her, when she got in her car accident, she had this bout of forgetting things for like short periods of time and then long periods of time. And then she just out of nowhere would remember like that. So we'd be like watching the others for the 15th time in a row. And all of a sudden you'd hear her go, I remember this. No, you really? Why didn't you tell me that? I did tell you, woman. I told you 14 times before. We have this discussion every other week.
Yeah.
So like I told her, I haven't even watched that movie since I left home. I can't.
She can't do it.
I can't do it. It's just, I never liked it that much. It was always okay. And mom likes really bad movies.
Yeah.
Like, especially like paranormal movies. Like, one of her favorite paranormal movies is No Shit, The Haunting. We hate that movie. We gave that movie, what, a 5?
Yeah, The Haunting sucks.
Like,
that's
still
terrible.
her favorite movie. She called me the other night and was like, I was watching The Haunting. I love that movie. I'm like, oh my God.
Listen, I like Liam Neeson as much as the next fucking guy, but that movie
I
is a
forgot he
slug.
was in that.
He's the main guy, but that movie is a fucking slug with some terrible CGI. So we got the others. Let's see who the others is fighting against here.
Please don't be The Haunting.
I went right by Terrifier 3. Oh, the Candyman remake.
Damn it.
Yep. The one we saw in theaters.
The one I hate.
It's not a terrible movie.
If you're gonna make a movie about Candyman, show Candyman for more than 5 minutes.
Well, it was about the one dude kind of becoming Candyman. The main character.
Show Candyman for more than 5 minutes.
Yeah. That end scene was cool, though.
I mean, the monologue was great. I loved it. I love the whole be my victim thing at the end. I get it. And I understand why they don't want to do Candyman with Tony Todd, because he literally has a signed contract, basically in gold, plated, basically, that every time he plays Daniel Robotoff, if he gets stung in the mouth, he gets $2,000.
That's sick.
Yeah, he literally made $12,000 on like the first movie alone.
That's
He's
funny.
a genius.
That's sick as
He's
hell.
like, you want me to put a bunch of bees in my mouth and like make it look really cool? And they're like, yes. And he's like, yeah, you gotta pay me though. Best business move ever. Like, give them the most highest expectation and be like, but you have to pay me.
After the shoot, he's like, because his fucking mouth's swollen, but he's going to the bank, boy.
Yeah, like apparently he got stung like 6 times at one point.
That's
And
crazy.
he was like, "Oh, I just made $12,000." Like, oh, okay, he's happy.
That's the Tits McGee right there.
Yeah, that's a smart actor.
Yeah.
But as far as the remake goes, I mean, I understand, and I think it was clever how they used the same actor that was a little boy from years ago.
Yeah.
Who played the infant child in the beginning. I feel that it was very true to form, having it come back and having it be focused on that child.
Yes.
Because in the original Candyman, which I don't know if you even remember, he actually told the baby that the baby was meant to be his son, basically. That this child was meant to carry on the legend of Candyman. So that's probably why they went that route.
Damn.
But yeah. So I get it, but I still don't like it.
She doesn't like it. She hates it. So is the others moving on? That's a hard one.
I don't like the others, but I'm gonna have to give it a pass because of how much I hate the remake of Candy.
At least we have 2 mediocre ones finally. We've had a bunch of bangers, so.
Yeah.
All right. Next matchup. Matchup number 4, I believe, or 5? Number 5. You want to do like 6?
Yeah. Ready?
Drum roll. We're spinning the wheel.
I'm sorry. What the hell was that?
Friday the 13th, part 6, baby. I knew it. I'm so happy. There's not much that can fucking beat this. I'll tell you
What
that.
if it's Friday the 13th, part 4 or part 3?
Part 6 wins.
Oh, really?
Part 6 wins.
You don't even have part 4 on here. I'm surprised.
And I love part.
You love part 4. You love little Tommy Jarvis fixing the car.
Yeah, you're right. I should put it.
They put way too much stock in that little kid.
Part 4.
10-year-old Tommy Jarvis should not be changing the car battery in the rain.
Yeah, part 4 is better than part 6.
You should not be like, hey, 10-year-old, fix our car.
But fucking part 6 is big boy Tommy Jarvis fucking crashing boats and killing Jason and being a badass and fucking bitches and getting girlfriend, fucking the sheriff's daughter and just being the man. Tommy Jarvis is the best action hero of all time, baby. And
He was played by 3 different people.
but this was the best one. Tom Matthews was the fucking man. And he came off of a good fucking Night of the Living Dead deal.
I thought you were a Cordingham fan.
Well, Corey, that's
Feldman.
a Feldman. That's a Feldman.
I'm sorry, okay? They're both in the Lost Boys. They look identical. They have the same first name. It's going to get fucked up sometimes.
They're definitely the 2 Corys. They don't look the same at all. One's a fat little boy and one's a fucking...
When they were growing up, they looked the same.
Yeah, a little bit. You're not... No one's on your side on this one.
Yes,
But,
absolutely not. I was alive back then. No.
No. But and Corey Haim's a great actor in his own right. But fucking Feldman in 4, that's hard to beat. That's probably the best in the franchise because you have everything in that one. This one's more just fun shit. And like, because this is the one where you got the paintball people.
Is it the one where he accidentally brings him to life by fucking putting the spear through his ass during a thunderstorm?
Yes.
Fucking idiot.
Yes, and this is the one where there's paintballers on a work retreat, and fucking Jason puts one of their face through a tree, and it makes a perfect smiley face, and it's fucking hilarious.
That was creative. That was good.
This was like when they started injecting humor and being funny, and I thought it really worked for this one. It's going to be hard to beat. Drum roll. I won't say we're spinning the wheel. We're spinning the wheel.
Okay.
Brahms the boy. Too.
I hate this movie.
It sucks.
Okay, so you're going to have me sit down for 2 hours and 6 minutes and watch an entire fucking movie called The Boy. And you're going to have something stabilized, set in stone. You're going to have a good story. And then you're going to come back for the second one. You're going to have horrible actors and actresses. I'm really sorry, Katie Holmes, but you had your heyday. It's not now. And it completely spit in the face of the original.
Yeah.
It really did. Like, it was supposed to be a prequel, and I get it, but I don't get it at this age.
She doesn't fucking get it, and I don't get it.
From watching the first one and then watching the second one, honestly, vast difference. I mean, you would think that they were 2 completely different movies, not correlated to each other whatsoever. Yeah. That's just how I feel about it.
So I think we have a clear winner.
Yeah.
Even you, who's not the biggest. Fucking, I know you don't love your Friday, but fucking Brahms the Boy 2 can take a number 2 because Friday the 13th part 6 is moving on, baby. Tom Matthews, Tommy Jarvis, the greatest of all time. The best there ever was.
He's better than The Boy, okay?
100%. And I love Feldman, but Tom Matthews killed it. And part 6 is the shit, and I'm glad it's moving on. We're doing one more for the late. Let's see. Are we going long enough? Yeah, we maybe we'll do 2 more.
Yeah.
Let's see what we got here. We're spinning the wheel.
You cannot stop.
No, I can't.
He keeps telling me that he's not going to do it.
Harpoon.
What the fuck?
Do you know what this is?
No idea.
We're spinning the wheel.
Get ready for this to happen a lot, guys.
The first one.
Oh, Tim Curry is
Great.
creme de la creme, baby.
Phenomenal.
I'm sorry, but Bill Skarsgård, he let me down, man. He really did.
Really?
He really did in the remake. He really did. I mean, I'm sorry, but if I discussed this with you with Terrifier 3. If I'm sitting there in the theater and I'm laughing my ass off and everyone else is screaming, you have not done your job.
Yeah, I thought he was creepy enough.
You know what it was for me? I'm going to tell you right now what it was for me.
What was
that
it?
stupid running thing, the running scene where he's like roaring at the kids and he's running down the freaking hallway. That was so stupid.
Yeah.
And so funny.
Yeah.
That I lost it. We had people screaming and leaving the theater, and me and Kevin are literally sitting next to each other laughing our asses off. But Classic It scared the crap out of me when I was a kid.
Yes.
Wouldn't have said it to anybody. But yes, it did. Tim Curry is a very scary clown.
When he was in that, I forgot what room that dude was in, but when it started raining blood, I was like, "What the fuck's going on?"
Oh, the bathroom?
Yeah. This movie, yeah, this is a classic, and it's going to be hard to beat. Let's see what we got. Truth or Dare?
Which one?
I'm going to go with the theatrical, with the chick from Pretty Little Liars.
Oh, God, Lucy.
Yeah.
Lucy Hale.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because she's a big name. I saw it in theaters. It's a good, fun movie. There's a couple things. This is one of the movies where I was like, your friends are dying and nobody's sad. They just move on to the next scene, and then they're still scared. And I get it. You're getting hunted.
And unfortunately, this movie kind of had the same thing happen to it that Hellfest and Haunt happened. And that is, you have the same movies with the same exact premise and the same exact freaking name go up against each other like every single month for like a year.
Yeah, there was like 15 Truth or Dare movies within like 3 years. I was like, what the fuck just happened?
There really was. He's not even kidding, ladies and gentlemen.
There was a Netflix, because I remember looking for this one and I found like 4 others. And I was like, what?
Mm-hmm. I even told him, like, there's one on Tubi. Do not watch it. Do not watch it. And I mean it too, to you guys. Do not watch it. It is called Truth or Dare. And in the thing, it says a crazed fan plays a psychedelic game of Truth or Dare. No, don't watch it.
Truth or Dare. What was this going up against?
I forgot.
I don't even know if we did it. We'll just...
Okay, let's spin it.
Do it again.
Okay.
There you go. The wheel's
on the wheel. It's trippy. It's just...
Sell.
Wait, like these sell like Jennifer Lopez?
I don't know.
Because if we're talking about that movie's really good. Even though I don't like Shayla that much, but she's a very good horror actress. Just horror though. Everything else she sucks a tit. Horror, she's pretty good in.
Horror, she's aight.
She's okay.
Is it better than Truth or Dare? All right.
Yes. I mean, it's also from the 90s, though.
The 90s.
She played a psychiatrist, and they were or a psychologist, and they were trying to figure out the serial killer. They were trying to get inside his mind to figure out where his last victim was being held.
All right. We're going to get our 6th winner here. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to do our main event here. You ready? For Halloween, baby.
All right, here we go.
The main event, we're spinning the wheel. I'm sorry.
I don't really like you. I'm taking it out.
Black Christmas. Original.
Which one?
Original.
Okay, so 1972.
Yes.
Yeah.
The first slasher ever made.
No.
Before Halloween.
Fucking no. Psycho, say it with me, people, was a slasher. Peeping Tom, slasher.
Asser. This is the first big time.
That's my favorite movie. You know it.
It's pretty good.
That's from the 1960s. You guys should look it up.
Black Christmas is a founding father of horror, and I think it's a big deal, and I'm excited to talk about it.
Well, then you go ahead and talk about it because I've been talking about it for years, and I'm done now.
It's way better than any of the fucking remakes. This is no, this isn't Laurie Strode. She's not in this one. She's in Prom Night.
Yeah.
But
this is like one of the few movies she wasn't in, but that was because Halloween was her first movie.
But it's an OG slasher. It's before Halloween, and it's one of those like whodunit kind of. And I think
it's the first whodunit.
I think it's very good. Let's see who it's going up against. Our last time tonight spinning the wheel.
And it is the first. The calls are coming from the house.
That's true. That made that. Well, we can't do that again. I knew this would happen. What's our main event here?
All right, let's go.
The Babadook. That's a hard one.
The most annoying child in the universe.
The Babadook versus Black Christmas.
Babadook. That's really funny, guys, is that I was cleaning my house the one day. And I put this movie on just in the background. And not even 20 minutes later, I'm on the phone with Daniel, who's running his ass over to my house on like 80-degree weather because I told him that this movie was so great. And then we watched it a second time.
I'm not going to lie, though. This is one of the movies that was scary to me at first watch.
Yeah.
I watched this and I was like, and it was the lights were out.
I didn't get the elevated horror of it thing. I did not understand that it was a grief demon thing. I didn't get that.
No,
I thought it was just a demon.
Yeah, it kind of made sense at the end, and the kid was fucking annoying, but
he was so annoying.
The mom was just trying her best. I love that that's a meme of him screaming in the backseat and her being like, "Fuck you!" But this is a movie that I enjoy, and I think, and I know there's people like we've showed it to people who are like, "Yeah." But I think that this is a fun psychological horror movie that actually gets you creeped out pretty good. I don't know if Black Christmas brings the scares that the Babadook brings.
True. As far as for scarier goes, I would have to go with the Babadook.
Yeah, there's something about it when the monster set. Like now that we know it and we see the sauce, we know how the sausage is made and shit.
we know that it's a grief monster.
Yeah, it's a little different. But on first watch, when you go into that with the lights out, that's a creepy fucking movie.
Yeah.
And Black Christmas, it's aged pretty good.
But I mean, it also had like 2 sequels.
Yeah, 2 remakes.
Yeah.
And they both sucked. But I don't hate the original Black Christmas, but I'm going to have to give it to the Babadook here.
Babadook wins.
Babadook gets the W in our main event of the evening. So this is our, just to recap it for the folks. We had Dr. Sleep go against Midsummer, and Midsummer got the W. Then we got Lighthouse and Scream got the W in a tight one. Green Room and Nightmare on Elm Street Dream Warriors, they got the W. And then the others in the Candyman remake and the others won. Then we have Friday Part 6 and Brahms the Boy 2. Of course, Friday Part 6 got the W. And then we had Truth or Dare and The Cell won. So now we have Black Christmas and the Babadook in the main event, and the Babadook takes it. And that is the end of our horror movie battle.
Woo!
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us. Make sure to join next week for the special post-Halloween horror movie poll.
Yeah.
And give everybody a big old hooty-hoo.
Hooty-hoo!
We'll see everybody next time. Thank you for joining us. Bye-bye.